Can someone who is consistently angry about something be assured of a healthy life experience? Not really. Somebody who worries about this and that and the other, are they going to have an absolutely healthy experience? Probably not. Can someone who's usually joyful about most things make a declarative statement that I will be a healthy person forevermore? Yes, they can. That's why we say your dominant quest is for joy. And when you let that be your intention, even if you're not there, you keep reaching for it, you must get there. And again, we want to say there is no condition, no matter how dire it seems, that cannot be released from your experience. There is no such thing as a fatal illness. We've never known anyone who died of an illness. We've known a lot of them who've died of fear of illness. Because the fear is that feeling of powerlessness and a disconnect from the resources that are the healing that you're talking about. All physical sensations that you would call negative in nature are all about the way energy is flowing within your experience. And in fact, all illnesses start with a sensation of negative emotion. First, it's the sensation of contradictory energy. Then it's the manifestation of contradicted energy. But at any point along the way, whether it's just a sensation or whether it's the early showing of something on test or whether it's a full-blown illness, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because at any point, if you can stop and relax in it instead of pushing against it, your body will right itself. It really, really will. Esther used to shout at the television, "Don't you know that you're creating more illness than you're helping?" And we said to Esther, you're pushing against them even for altruistic reasons is not good for you. In other words, we want you to think of those commercials and to think of those illnesses in the same way that you think of condiments on your sandwich. In other words, it's an option, but it's not bigger than that. And so now Esther can watch television and actually see those commercials, and she finds them humorous. And what she says to them softly and lovingly is, you don't really know what you're talking about, because you're talking about something other than energy flow, and everything's about energy flow. So your statistics are all about something other than energy flow. And now I am immune to anything that you are talking about because I know about energy flow. And I can tell in the early subtle stages whether I'm flowing toward wellness or whether I'm flowing against it. I don't need your tests or your cures. When medicine and science finally discover that what they're looking for is the cause of the illness, not the cure for it, the cause of it, which is always vibrational. And once you understand the cause is vibrational, you immediately have the cure. You have control of the way you feel, and you're working to feel better and better and better and better. Not only does passion flow, but all concern about anything else asserting itself into your experience that is unwanted evaporates. It's just a shifting of vibration, but you can't shift it all at once. That's why you've got to make peace with where you are. You just keep pointing it that way and pointing it that way and pointing it that way and pointing it that way until in time you're laughing at the television like Esther is. What you want to say is, I'm going the wrong way. So what? So what if I'm going the wrong way? At least I'm aware I'm going the wrong way. I can feel the negative emotion. My guidance system is letting me know. I live in a healthy body, and sometimes it's healthier than others, but under all conditions, my body has the resources to right itself. And it's not about some illness jumping into me. It's about me holding wellness out. And I hold wellness out by pushing against all kinds of things. I find things to worry about because I find things to push against, because I feel guilty and blameful and angry. In other words, I hold myself in vibrational discord because long ago I've disregarded the guidance that is within me that says this is the way to clarity, and this is the way to health, and this is the way to abundance. Instead, I listen to that one and that one and that one who says, no, hard work and struggle. You're wrong. You need to be embarrassed. You need to feel guilty. You need to redeem yourself. You need to accept the inappropriateness of you. And we say, in the moment that somebody convinces you to accept a particle of inappropriateness in you, they have pointed you in the direction of potential illness. It is a feeling of loving self and worthiness that is equivalent to health. And it is a feeling of, I have done wrong, that is illness. If you don't love you in the way that your source energy loves you, you got resistance going on that's going to show up in some kind of way. Some kind of way. And so you say, well, isn't this good? My body feels mostly really, really good. And now I'm having some sensations that are scaring me. And we say, and we're certain that there's been something else that stimulated your thought that's made that the crack of least resistance. In other words, you either know someone or you've been studying something, or and in the moment that you relax and release, you just turn and go with the flow. Far, far, far too much is made of the idea of illness. And so rather than saying, I will be one who heals my illness, we would say, instead, I am one who encourages my wellness. I'm leaning toward wellness. I'm not pushing against illness. People somehow believe it's screwy, it never works, that if they push hard enough against those things they do not want, they will go away. But when you give your attention to anything not wanted, you just activate the vibration of it and hold yourself into it longer, you see. So you have to find something that's more appealing to think about than that. You can get to wherever you want to be from wherever you are if you just take it in bite-sized pieces. And that's why we're saying, if you let your desire not be for health, but be for feeling good right now, and you keep letting that be your dominant intent, to feel as good as I can feel right now, no matter how bad that might be, to feel as good as I can feel right now. I want to find the thought that feels the best that I have access to. And if that's your continuing mantra, I'm going to make the best of it. I'm going to make the best of it. It sucks, but I'm still going to make the best of it. It could be a whole lot better, but I don't have access to a whole lot better, so I'm going to make the best of this. And if you are determined to make the best of this, you're going to move over here. And then as you're still determined to make the best of this, you're going to move over here. And before you know it, you're wherever you want to be on any topic. So we want the journey from sickness to wellness to be the journey from fear to more security, and then from a feeling of hope to more belief. We want it to be an emotional journey, not a physical journey. And that's why everyone experiences improved physical conditions. In other words, somebody offers something to them that makes them feel better about their physical condition. Every time healing occurs, every time a reclaiming of wellness occurs from a place of illness, every single time what has happened is something happened that made you look at it in a way that made you feel better, and therefore release the resistance, which was the only thing that was keeping you from full wellness to begin with. We would change our vocabulary. Instead of saying, I'm sick today, we would say, I have an epidemic of resistance going on within me that is a byproduct of the negative thoughts that I've been thinking. Instead of saying, I'm hoping for healing, we would say, I'm reaching for better feeling thoughts with the belief that the better feeling thought will produce a vibration that will allow the wellness that would be there if I was not beating the drum of negativity. Rather than saying, I'm hoping for an improved condition, we would say, I'm hoping for a thought of relief. Instead of saying, I'm hoping that my physical condition will improve, we would begin saying, I'm trying really hard to feel life-giving rage around the subject that I've been feeling disempowered about. And I'm looking forward to the tantrums that I'm going to throw on my way to wellness. But until you decide that you're in control of the way you feel, then you are powerless to change anything in your experience. And once you discover even one small time that you can feel better just by choosing a thought that feels better, and you stop and triumphantly say, I feel better and I don't give a rip what any of you think about how I feel right now, now you're home free. Now you're on your way. Now you are back in power. Now there's no place you can't go. No sickness will ever have its grip on you again, ever. Because now your journey is quantifiable. Now you can tell which way you're going, you see. No big deal. I can turn around and walk right out the same door that I walked into. In other words, I'm not afraid of this because I know how it got here. And I can feel when I release it just like I can feel when it comes on. Nothing to fear here. I know I'm in charge. You all are. So no more healing. Just reaching for thoughts that feel better. And then healing is the natural byproduct of that.